Hello, Sagittarians. Thank you so much for joining me for the April of 2022 Psychic Tarot reading. My name is Vickieverlie, and you can find me at vickieverlie.com. Don't be fooled by imposters. If you like tarot and you like spirituality and creativity, then I invite you to subscribe to my channel because I feature all of that stuff all the time. I have a 30 years experience in the metaphysical field, so I have a lot of done thousands and thousands and thousands of readings, okay? The decks we're going to be using today is, for the first part of the reading, we're going to be using the Rock and Roll Tarot deck, 3rd edition, which is my own creation. And we're going to do a Celtic Cross on that. Then we're going to go over it with the Hanson Roberts deck, an old favorite. Then we're going to pull your Animal Totem card from the Beastmistress Animal Oracle cards. I just want to move this down a little bit. This thing got a little bit maladjusted in the last reading. There we go. And finally, if you are a level 2 Patreon supporter, there's going to be 4 additional cards pulled from Tarot of the Abyss by Anna Torium. Okay. Really cool deck. Alrighty then, so let's get started with the Rock and Roll Tarot deck. There's so much astrology going on. This is a major month as far as the astrological energy goes. First thing that's unusual about this month is we have 2 new moons. We have a new moon on the 1st in the sign of Aries, which is nice, trine to your it's fire sign energy like you. And then on the very last day of the month, on the 30th, we have another new moon, and guess what? It's an eclipse new moon. So 2 new moons happening this month. Additionally, we have this huge astrological event that's going on, and this is going to be the Jupiter-Neptune conjunction in the sign of Pisces. Now, Pisces is a mutable sign like you are. So you have Sagittarius, Gemini, Virgo, and Pisces. These are the mutable signs. So this makes a square. This is going to square you, this Neptune-Jupiter thing that's happening. This has not happened in the sign of Pisces. It has not occurred for since the 1850s. So really long time. Nobody living today has experienced that in this lifetime. So squares make things happen. You could get, it's beautiful energy. You know, it's very spiritual. It's very creative. It's very mystical. You know, many people can be getting downloads. With you, what comes to mind with the square, you know, it could be like you taking a turn in your life. You know, you might be going on this certain trajectory of your life, and then, you know, you come to a crossroads. You know, and you might want to take a turn. A turn for the better is what the guides just came through with. Okay, let's get your not animal totem. Let's get the first cards for you going here, Sagittarius. Okay. What's going on for Saggies in this powerful month of April? I mean, the astrology is off the hook, how powerful the stuff's going on here. Okay, we got Hierophant, Ace of Swords. If you see anything in these cards, this first part, in the Rock and Roll, well, in any of them, but particularly these cards are designed to engage your subconscious mind. So, Tower again. You know how many times the Tower has been out? A lot. So if you see anything that you're drawn to, a word, a color, a shape, even if it seems like it might say something other than what it actually ends up saying, that is how your spirit guides and angels are coming through and talking to you, where you can get an actual message that's specific to you in this general reading. You know, the final outcome is the Tower. This Tower has been out in a lot of readings. So it's eclipse season, you know. And when we get into eclipse season, big changes can occur, can and often do, you know. And something, you know, it's an old saying, something can be eclipsed out of your life. It's more so on the full moon eclipse, which is coming in May, but this Tower has been out. You know, sometimes when we get these, you know, eclipses too, it's not always like, oh God, I'm going to go run and hide, something bad's going to happen. That's not the way to approach it. It's like, oh, so there's a big shift. Anything where I've been feeling trapped, or I've been feeling like I've been betrayed or trapped and I can't get out of a bad situation, this could be just the thing you want to do. This is time to make big moves, something that you've felt in bondage to. Ace of Swords is here. That could be a breakthrough moment that's coming through super strong for you guys. I'm going to write that down. Breakthrough moment. Yeah, this could be your breakthrough moment. For some of you, I feel like, especially if you've been trying to shoot for some kind of a big deal, Like if you're a creator of some sort, this could be where your thing really goes, you know. Breakthrough moment in the way like you get discovered, I guess, or, you know, whatever your big groups of people could be wanting to purchase your wares. For others, if that's not your jam, you know, this might be, well, you're just going to get some money, you know, work for a big company perhaps, and there's a lot of money surrounding it. You've been carrying a heavy load for a long time here, Sagittarius. I think a lot of us have. I think that's why this Tower energy's been in all the readings, and I feel like it's really needed. There's some kind of I mean, maybe there's some kind of a big event with all this Tower energy. I hope not. But no matter what it is, I don't get a bad vibe out of the Tower energy at all. It feels like it's a breakout or a breakthrough. You're ready to move on. You are totally ready to move on. You've been ready to move on. You've been wanting to move on for 8 weeks, 8 months, you know, 8 years in some cases. You know, you have 2 8s here right in a row. So you're definitely ready. You want to move on. It's time. And this energy of this month is going to allow for that to happen. All right, so you are a fire sign energy. So you are a Leo, an Aries, a Sagittarius. So we're going to find the fire sign energy in the deck. So that's going to represent by either the King of Rods, Queen of Rods, or Knight of Rods. There's no gender in these readings, so whoever shows up first, that's going to be the card that represents you. And then we're going to look at the energy surrounding that card, that significator. Okay? So what's going on for Sagittarians for April here, everybody? We're reading all in the upright position. There's no reversals, so we're going to go with that way. I'm probably, well, there's a Ten of Pentacles twice here. I'm not going to look at every card, but if any of these cards happen to stand up to you that I have not addressed, but it really stands out to you, then absolutely take that into account, you know. There you are. Okay, you're showing up as the King of Rods. Oh, that's wrong way. I do have a cough drop in my mouth. I'm sorry if you can hear it, but I needed it because my voice is starting to, talking so much, doing all these readings, and the voice starts to go eventually. Let's get this a little better. And why does it look weird? It needs to be twisted. Does it need to be twisted that way or this way? Oops. I think this way. Yeah, that's a better angle. All right, I'm also going to zoom in just so you can get a little clearer on what's happening here. Okay, so this is the card that showed up to represent you. The King of Rods. I like that it shows up as a king because anytime you're represented as a king, this is somebody who's done a lot of growth. You've grown, you've changed, you're more mature. You don't. You're looking back at look at what you're looking back at here. I mean, he's looking over here at these 9 and 10 of Swords. So you have been through something for sure, but he doesn't seem. He's not in it. You know, I'm not saying it right. He's not embroiled in it. He's not down there rolling in the mud in it. He's looking at it from a higher perspective. Well, one of the things I forgot to mention here, you know, with the Jupiter-Neptune conjunction, Jupiter is your ruling planet. That totally slipped my mind. But this is definitely like the Jupiter-Sagittarius 9th house energy, looking at things from a higher perspective. You know, not being rolling down around in the mud, wallowing in whatever's going on here. Stepping back, seeing things from a higher perspective. Stepping back. So you will be really affected by this. Jupiter is your ruling planet. So that 12th of the month thing, I've totally spaced on that one. Yeah, you will be affected. But he's got this Ace of Rods, and doesn't it almost look like this Ace of Rods is almost like a shield or a barrier? That's what it feels like to me. Like he's not part of that anymore. He or she, this person, you're not part of that anymore. You have a different perspective. You're shooting for a higher. I'm hearing that Todd Rundgren song. I put it in one of my playlists, so it's been rolling around in my head a little. But it's Higher Love by Todd Rundgren. It's the acapella album. Oh, it's not Higher Love. It's Mighty Love. But I want to say higher love. But you're just coming at it from a higher level. And maybe, a lot of this stuff probably is still going on. And a lot of the people that were involved in it are still doing the same old thing. But you're ready to ascend. You're ready to come to, and that's another thing that the Chariot can talk about. You're ready to come to the next level. You're ready to come up to the higher level. This is some real low vibrational stuff here. You know, this could be something really devastating. But you're not going to dive in and wallow around in that pain anymore. You can look back at it and say, yeah, that was a really bad time. That was a really bad experience. That was a painful time that I had to go through. But I'm not going to dive in and wallow in it. And I'm ready to start on a new level. I'm ready to embrace some beautiful stuff here. I mean, you've got Ten of Cups. You've got the Sun card. Those are beautiful. Is it going to happen right away or be real easy? Is it flipping a switch night and day? No. You know, you're going to have ups and downs. And I'm hearing what's that song? Sympathy for the Devil from Rolling Stones. When Jesus Christ had his moment of doubt and pain. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, I'm way out of key. Yeah, but you will have your moments of doubt and pain. Or, you know, you'll have them, but you don't have to deep dive into them. You know, you don't have to roll around in it and wallow. This Jupiter-Neptune thing is taking you to a higher level, definitely, you know, because it's your ruling planet. You have the sun shining, you know, you can use this as an opportunity to really rise up to, you know, and experience great joy and love, you know. There's great, you got the 10, you have 3 10s, is there, what's the 4th 10? 10 of Pentacles, yeah. It's in there twice. You have all 4 10s in the spread. And so when you have all 4 10s, then there's only one way to go. You've reached the pinnacle of that experience, and now you're ready to roll over and start again with these aces. And this feels to me like, just keep that ace close. And again, it almost feels like it's a barrier. It's a barrier between all this other stuff. The universe is working with you. There's things popping for you, Sagittarius. The biggest thing is just to keep yourself elevated, your mood elevated. And that, you know, usually Sagittarius, you guys pretty much are. You're pretty lighthearted for the most part. You guys aren't prone to wallowing. But, you know, being a Sagittarius, you're sandwiched between Scorpio and Capricorn. So chances are you have Scorpio or Capricorn in your chart. And both of those signs can get a little, you know, can get depressed. And anybody can get depressed. But, you know, of the 12 zodiac signs, I would say that Sagittarius is probably the most happy, you know, overall. Leo said, all the fire signs. But Sagittarius are happy-go-lucky. They usually don't let this stuff get them down, you know. So, yeah, aspire to the next level. Look back. You can look back and think about it, but don't dwell. You know, keep moving forward, because there's a lot. The Jupiter-Neptune thing, because Jupiter is your ruling planet, it's super powerful. I totally skipped right over that. Good thing I remembered it before the reading was over. And that always seems like I'll get done with the readings like, oh shoot, I totally forgot to talk about that. It's a big, you know. So yeah. What was I going to say? Okay, I want to make a couple quick announcements, and then we're going to move over to the animal totem. I forgot what I was going to say. But quick announcements about readings that I'm offering. As of March, when I'm recording this, you have like to the end of March to still, if you want to get in on the Aries Ingress. But also I'm offering an eclipse reading. This is going to be you and then the 2 eclipse readings. So we're looking at 3 different points. And it's a psychic reading. So it's astrology based, but it's also a psychic reading. But if you were interested in how the eclipses might affect you personally, then you might want to check that out. Secondly, I'm introducing a new reading that's permanent, in the permanent roster for the time being anyway, and that is the soulmate reading, the psychic soulmate reading. Looking at past life karma, why you're together, how it's all entwined, what you're, you know, why you came together in this life. It's really deep. It's not about, is he going to call me on Friday? Okay, it's not that kind of reading whatsoever. It's looking at it from a soul perspective, tying in past lives, you know, what the psychic, karmic plan is for this incarnation and things like that. Okay, let's get into your animal totem. If you want to get those readings, you can find them below. Oh, the firefly. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful energy. The lightning bug or firefly. And they send out a specific signal. So it's time for you to tune into your specific signal. This is not your signal, okay? I always thought those lights were just random, but they're not random. They are tuning into a specific sequence. That's how they can find their path or their mate. But it could be your mate, but for the most part, I think it's you finding your path, you know. and not going on that signal. You know, we don't want to go on that signal. We want us to keep our energy light and bright, you know, and shine through the darkness. As you know, they light up the darkness. Fairy lights sparkling in the twilight sky, each array a unique signature. The call of a soulmate. Your individual waveform attracts a vibrational match. So that's what I was trying to say. All right, everybody. Hey, Sagittarius, if you're at Patreon level 2, there's going to be 4 more cards pulled, clarifiers put around. But I want to thank everybody who's tuned in today and all that you do, liking, sharing, commenting. That costs nothing. Subscribing, it costs you nothing. Also, real quick, another thing that costs you nothing is give a quick listen to some of my music. It's meant to elevate, and this is the new single that's out as we speak. Some of you listened to the first single. Here's the second one. I'm not going to play any of it because it caused a whole bunch of problems with YouTube. I had to clarify that I was the creator of it and copyright and all that stuff. So, but check it out. It's music to talk about elevating your spirit. This is music to elevate your spirit and enhance creativity. It's instrumental, so you can listen to it while you're studying, reading, you know, doing art. That's the main reason I listen to it with. But check it out if you like. I appreciate everything that you do. Remember, you are love and beauty incarnate. Have the best ever month. This is a wild ride this month. So keep your vibes high, okay, Sag? We'll talk to you again soon. Bye.